on photina-ing or photina on a couple of beetle fenders on another beetle we have. I got the script on the bus. Had to take the deck lid off in order to be able to do it by myself. And actually how I ended up doing it was I just taped those little brackets that go, pardon the mess. So these little guys, I just taped it onto the end of this and then put this on the inside of the bus and pushed in. So, and then I would just twist this to get the tape to release. I just used like a Christmas wrapping paper tape. And what I'm working on right now is making a way for this to stay out as a table. So when we camp, we can set our camp stove up here and basically use that as a prep surface. So I've used the factory jack point, which is a little bit crooked, I guess. This bus got crunched right underneath, actually, where that mounts up, and the frame is actually pushed in quite a bit. So I have made this piece by just bending, very crudely bending that up, and I need to actually heat it and probably tweak it just a little bit this way so that it'll be kind of sort of square. And then we'll put a piece coming up like this to the door as a brace. I've got that piece marked and ready to go. And then for down here, I'm going to weld a bolt to the bottom side of, I think I have 3/4 inch steel square tube, and I'll just leave a little nub of steel square tube 3/4, and then I'll sleeve over with a 1 inch, and it actually comes in directly to right here. And on the back side of that is kind of a square, if you can see that or not, kind of a square bolt. So we're going to go between right in here if we can for that point. So this will make a nice prep surface. So we're pretty close. Let's see if we can. So it needs to come up just here, which we can probably do by just adjusting that under there. So there's level. Nice, huh? Doesn't get much more redneck than that. Oh, my kid's been at work, I see. This is his doing. So we'll get the deck lid back on, and this is on there good now. All the tabs are hooked in, and it's on the way it's supposed to be. But those little boogers are, it's really difficult to get on there. That's where I'm going against, and so it just makes it really hard to see what you're doing. So yeah, let me get these pieces here manufactured and I'll show you what I get. Here's what I've come up with, and I realized that I probably could have angle cut both of those and really made that look nice, but the easiest thing for me to do, because I'm not a professional, is how I have it done there. Once I get that welded, then I'll cut this excess piece here off, and then I'll weld a square plate on the end of that. But that's how that lines up. And I'll put a piece of little felt fabric on the end of that, keep it from scratching the bus, not like it matters on this thing. And these are the overrider holes. So originally there was an overrider towel bar that hooked in right here, and so I've tubbed out one side of that so that it'll kind of fit the round of the bumper. It fits. I'm satisfied with that. It's pretty good either way. So we'll go weld this guy inside there, and then that'll stick out there, and then this piece will tee into another piece that'll go right up in that little joint there. So let me get this guy welded, and I'm going to go ahead and pull that out and go ahead and weld that out as well. A little different route on the mount that goes on the bumper. This I think will work out a little bit better. I've angled over so that it'll kick the pipe up under the the bus. Let me show you what happened when I manufactured this little piece here. So the tubbed out portion worked great, but what happens when I put that there, I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up or not with the sun, it shoots the angle of this way away from the gate. So I need to tub that this way, which means I need to make this back portion here longer so that it'll actually hit the gate. And I decided to stick with this and just make it one piece, because this will sleeve into that, so I can store the second piece inside this piece when it's thrown under the back seat. So I've decided to go with a single piece here and weld on a little tab so that that'll fit in the slot, and do away with this piece, because this piece is going to require me to have to manufacture a bunch of angles and weld those together, and I just really don't want to do that. But when I put this on the bus, I just tacked this bolt on the inside because it needed to be angled just right, and then I just tacked it so that I could adjust it if I needed to, and it's actually pretty much perfect. So I'll go in and tack that excuse me, bubble in my throat, tack that all the way around, and then we'll make the angle cut on the end and put that metal piece on that, and this should be pretty much done. Okay, so here's what we have. Plate welded on the end there, my bolt, and let's see what we get. Hopefully you can see that, okay? And hopefully you don't tip over backwards. So there's a little nubbin that sticks out right beside that hinge, and that is kind of in the way, but it can't slide any more than that hinge. And there's our level. We're still sitting on the board here. Let's drop it down off of that. See what we get when we drop down. I can live with that. I have this piece out right now. It looks so funny that that's torqued that badly, but that's just the way the bus is made. So I'll leave that one out for now and put my block back under. Pull this guy out. Maybe. Oh. And this should sleeve. I did check something. Into that. Actually, I can turn it the other way so that kind of lines up. So that is our camp table support. I can cook on this surface. I'm pretty happy with that. And I was gonna put some felt on the end of this, but I think I'm just gonna turn an inner tube in and pull it down and see what that looks like. Why don't we just go do that? Let's just go do that. Yeah. Hold that thought. Think about that. And I don't know that there's enough slop to allow for an inner tube to slide over in it. So, could probably take some of this funk out of the middle here. I got some Sharpies in there. Turn this wrong side out. I have to get a longer piece. Slide that in over that. Yeah, I have to have a longer piece, I think. if it's going to work with this. Nah. Good idea. It's too tight with sleeving this in, and I like the idea of being able to store that. So, plan B. I will spray that. I need to grind those little Sharpies off of there. Spray that with undercoating, body undercoating, and kind of like rhino liner. That's what we'll use. Let me get those little birds off of there, and we will do that. So into our piece goes this piece. And these are actually coated. I don't know if you can see where that's dipped or not. They're dipped in Plasti Dip. So the hope is that it won't tear up too badly. And it's got it has a few scratches. But I've used it quite a bit too. A few little scratches there. Oops. And then I just put mine, just a little spot right back here. Perfect fit.